Hi, I'm Ashura, and welcome back to Undermine. Today we are finally getting into the final storyline that we can play through on the PTR, Ignite the Fuel of Change. There is technically one storyline after that, but it is not available on the PTR, so I cannot currently play through it, and I assume it's locked behind the raid, so it will be available once this patch goes live in the nebulous future. But today we get to finish the storyline and all of the lead up to the raid, the liberation of Undermine. So, to get you caught up on the story so far, just as a little refresher. After Illyria broke the Dark Heart, Xal'atath brought it here to Gallywix to have him help repair it, since the Dark Heart was in part actually created by the goblins many thousands of years ago as a prototype before the dragon/demon soul. Gallywix first tried to use a whole bunch of black blood of the old gods to repair it, but that wasn't quite working, and so he discovered, or rather I should say, he blackmailed Narrate, the leader of the Steamweedle cartel, into working for him and helping him out, and Narrate was the one who discovered that Condramite has properties that stabilize black blood, thereby allowing them to work on repairing the Dark Heart. I will say, at this point in time, it's unclear whether Gallywix successfully repaired the Dark Heart or not, but he was planning on keeping it and not giving it back to Xal'atath once he repaired it, and she didn't like that, so she sent her ethereals to collect, and that put us in a race against time against the ethereals and the other goblins working for Gallywix in order to get the Dark Heart before anyone else. So during the last storyline, we had a big confrontation with Gallywix that sort of completely went sideways. The ethereals managed to actually get their hands on the Dark Heart, and Gallywix sort of disappeared. And so now Renzik, Gazlo, and Illyria feel very disheartened, and Gazlo, well, he wants to give up and leave Undermine. And that's pretty much where the story puts us. But in this storyline, we're gonna confront Gallywix before the raid. And so we're gonna get into that. So without further ado, let's get questing.
What needs fixing?
Sprinkle and Seahorn are fine. Marin and Olbard are recovering. We didn't stop Gallywix, but at least the Dark Heart is, well, it's not in his hands. Which means we can leave. Nothing left for us to do here. Finish up whatever business you've got in Undermine. I need to get out of this damn place.
All parts. We're done. I'm tired. We got our friends out, and Gallywix doesn't have the Dark Heart. What else can we do? Hey, how you doing?
Give me a minute with Gazlo. I can talk some sense into him. Go ahead.
All right, pack it up. We're getting everyone topside, now.
No, Gazlo. We're not going anywhere.
We freed the hostages. There's no reason to stay.
We've been over this. They're not gonna just up and leave their home like we did.
Undermine ain't worth it, Renzik. We left to find something better.
You're Monty Gazlo, damn it! Build something better. If anyone can fix this town, it's you. Animated real-time cutscene. Renzik sacrifices all. Through a sniper scope, we see Gallywix instructing Nikki to shoot. The bullet is meant for Gazlo, but it hits Renzik. Renzik collapses in a pile of dust. The bullet was infused with black blood. Oh yeah, I forgot in the
Inside! Get away from the doors!
in the recap that when Mara Naganfogger discovered that Kodramite stabilized black blood, they also used it to make a ton of black blood infused weapons, one of which Nikki has, and she's one of the Venture Co. crew who's on Gallywix's side. Actually, not sure if she's a pre-existing NPC, because there's a lot of goblin NPCs from former stuff that have popped up here, like Hobart Grapplehammer. And someone had found, like a... Oh, I forget what her title was, but like a Nikki, the insert title here, NPC, but in Undermine, she's called Nikki the Fixer.
Are you hurt?
It's Renzik. He's dead. But anywho, it's entirely possible we've seen her before, and entirely possible that we haven't. A little bit unclear.
Bilgewater on duty.
Gazlo wipes something ashen from his cheek, hand trembling as he stares down at it.
Get out there and get to it.
I'm only standing here because of Renzik. He didn't even think about it. He just... Be there for Monty Gazlo.
What now?
Renzik saw something I couldn't. He just spent his life to protect that. I thought I knew how things were, but now... Option 1, pull yourself together. Option 2, Monty, these people need you. Option 3, place your hand on his shoulder. I'm gonna go for option 2. Monty, these people need you!
Nice chat. Now get a move on.
Gazlo covers his face and takes a deep breath to collect himself. Then he looks up at you and gives a firm, determined nod.
I'm done waiting for this city to change. We're putting an end to this today. If you got a problem with that, now's the time to say so.
I love this character development! Like, it's sad that Renzik had to die, justice for Renzik, but... Like, we've gone through pretty much all of the Undermined story with Gazlo sort of being like, this town never changes. Nothing ever changes here. I'm done. I'm over it. I don't want anything to do with it. And then Renzik has that, like, faultless, unrelenting optimism. And he's like, we have to, okay? We have no choice. There's a reason that the bad guys keep winning. And I love that, like, this switch happens where Gazlo realizes, he's like, it's time. Like, we gotta change this city. We have to do it.
So, what's on deck?
The shiv's gone. Stealing the bullet meant for Gazlo? Gallywix has gone 10 paces too far. Are you with us?
Keep an eye. I've let Gallywix have his way with Blackwater for too long. Let's cut him down to size.
What's the problem?
Mickey just... I never thought she'd go that far. Screw this. We can't let Gallywix keep treating the city like it's his. It's not.
Where you off to? I'm no trade princess like the rest of yous. But you better believe I'll fight for a better Undermine.
Have I got a potion for you?
Monty nearly had his skull exploded. Renzik took the bullet for him?
Well, it'll be war in the streets. But if we're all in this together, it just may be enough. You're talking to the goblin in charge.
Gazlo wears an expression you've never seen before. His face is etched with anger, yet he speaks with a deadly calm. There's no more denying it. It's Gallywix or it's us. We can't put up with him, not for a day longer. He needs to be stopped. No more compromises, no more patience.
Well, looks like we've got work to do.
You all saw what Gallywix can do. These weapons, this black blood. We have to cut him off at the source. Ripplegaz, you gotta kill their shipments coming out of your HQ. And Grimla, Ventrico has to be involved for Nikki the Fixer to be so well armed. Split up. Ashura, I want you with me. I've got a newsman, Dirk, you want to talk to in Tailgate Park. We'll need hearts and minds to take back this city. I'll be there soon.
Do us proud.
Kick off a revolution in Undermine?
Undermine needs to know what Gallywix has done. Split up! Tell your people that we're taking back this city!
You heard the man. Let's move.
I'll meet you at Tailgate Park, champ. Just something to handle first. It's gotta be me.
A revolution is underway.
I hear ya.
It's bedlam out here. But if Gazlow's got a plan, I'm with him.
Keep your head down. Watch it out there.
No one's been stepped on harder by Gallywix and the Bilgewater cartel. Plenty already want to rise up, but that ain't enough. We gotta show him what Gallywix has done and convince him that now is the time. Let's start with the headline. Come on, pitch me. A big shot like you carries our message better than anyone else.
I'm on it.
Ayo, this Galley guy has got to go. We gotta shout it from the rooftops, you hear me? Give me the words and I'll make sure the people take it to the streets. What's the message people need to know about this chump Gallywix? Option 1, can't kill us all, Gallywix. Option 2, Undermine belongs to the people. Option 3, Gallywix sucks. Option 4, remember Renzik. I'm sort of partial to option 4, but I like Undermine belongs to the people.
I cannot
Get it
carry
now.
more.
That's a headline. Share these old pamphlets. I'll get to work on the new and improved variety. You need me?
Gallywix can't hide the truth, but he can beat us down until folks have no choice but to accept it. We ain't letting that happen again. You see someone hurting a Bilgewater goblin? Return the favor.
Watch it out there.
Psst. Hey, pal. In here. Gaslow's looking for you.
What's the holdup?
Now I get what he was trying to tell me. The people need to know we're with them.
Bilgewater is on the job.
There's change in the air. I can feel it.
Oh, it's lonely at the top.
The time for talking this out is long past. If they're with Gallywix, that's on them.
Yep.
That's right! Run! The streets belong to Dogfuse! Don't forget it!
We get things done.
Her. Nikki the Fixer, Venture Company's top enforcer. Renzik's blood is on her hands. Can't worry, she's got another bullet. We gotta go after her. You with me? Renzik's killer, Venture Co. chairwoman, Gallywix loyalist. Grating laugh. If the city's gonna be safe, she's gotta go.
Get out there and get to it.
And here I thought I'd have to come hunting for you. How's Renzik doing?
You want me dead, is that it? Then come on, take your shot. I'm right here.
Aw, what's the hurry? Can't you see how much fun I'm having?
Renzik was 100 times the goblin you are. We're done with Gallywix and his cronies.
What are you gonna do about it? We have the black blood. You're outgunned. Ah! Was that my last one? Oh well, time to restock. Kill you next time. Ta-ta!
She's right about one thing. We gotta deal with their black blood or it won't matter how many people rise up. I'll handle things here. Go find Noggenfogger and Revelgaz at the waterfront. Oh, look what the see-through in.
You made it just in time to join the boarding party.
Fair weather and steady.
Darkfuse will pay. I'll serve your eviction notice personally, Captain.
Oi, Seahorn! Don't get yourself killed! That's an order!
Gallywix and his crew have been meddling in our business for too long. Look at what they're doing to my marina! So comfortable with their holdings that they're doing donuts on jet skis. It's time we introduce them to a little high seas firepower. Take this cannon and blow those Darkfuse vessels skimming our waters sky high. After that, do me a favor and check up on the big guy, won't you?
Find your fortunes.
Problem? I got a solution.
Listen, Sprinkle's been cooking something for a long time that I'm finally ready to cash in. A little alchemist secret ingredient. Citrus. Delivers twice the kick of Noggenfogger's restorative elixirs at half the speed. Strengthens your bones, grows your muscles, does your taxes, the whole 9 yards. Problem is, I've got nothing of the sort on hand. These resort types may have what you need, We've been saving this recipe for a heavy hitter. Make sure Seahorn's alright before cooking it up, yeah?
Remember what's important.
One of those scurvy dogs got me good.
Captain was right to be worried. They have weapons made of black blood everywhere.
Steady as she goes.
The roar of cannon fire and the scent of black powder. You'd make a fine cannoneer.
Carry on,
Did they get me with that black blood?
as you were.
Limes? What's all this then? We're at war with far worse than scurvy.
Steady as she goes.
I've been locked up for so long. In my anger, I got reckless. Whatever Noggenfogger gave you, I promise not to squander. Get me back in the fight, and we'll bring the full swell of Blackwater's might down on these invaders.
As you were. We're outsiders here, risking ourselves for a cause that's not ours. Seeing my captain making things right, and damn the plunder Gallywix offers him, it's got me fired up. Ugh. Oh, what kind of brew was that? Ha ha! Now that's more like it! Come get me horns now, ye scallywags!
I'm feeling brand new thanks to you. They've transformed our marina into an overpriced resort in the front with a black blood smuggling operation in the back. Let's get even.
Carry on. Steady as she goes.
I've never been feeling better. Now he sees back what rightfully belongs to Blackwater. They've turned our prize headquarters into a smuggler's cove for that foul sludge. There are too many crates of black blood to deal with right now, but they can't move their cargo without fresh bodies. Let's cut them down.
Carry on.
A big lunk of a hobgoblin skis took over the docks around the time that Gallywix had me thrown in the brig. He moved his dark fuse in, and a lot of my Blackwater lads went missing. Captain took that personal, and so do I. Skis thinks Gallywix will keep him safe. Let's kill him. Dockmaster Skis commandeered the loading dock of the Port Authority, another of Gallywix's dogs in need of a shallow grave.
As Dark Fuse has been using us to bring in these shipments, it ends now. Ready for action.
Gallywix should know better than to cross sabers with Blackwater after this.
Steady as she goes.
That's how we mete out justice, both at sea and in port, with the saber.
Carry on.
Blackwater can take the marina from here, but the people aren't safe with the black blood that's already out there.
Ahoy.
Those flying transports must be taking the black blood somewhere under Ventrico control. Commandeer one and you might find Grimla. She was headed in that direction when we split up, shouting that a friend of hers was on the way.
Steady as she goes.
Fleetmaster Seahorn gives you a parting nod of respect.
People of Undermine, return to your homes. There is no revolution.
Undermine is drenched in black blood weapons. What's our solution here? There you are.
Just the two people I wanted to see.
It has arrived. Well-timed, friend.
We're up to our eyes in black blood over here.
Don't break anything I wouldn't.
The time for talking out our differences is over. I'm done second-guessing who is still standing with Gallywix. Some of Nikki's people are keeping these new weapons in production, so we take them out. It makes cleaning up Ventrico after all this is done way simpler, too. Just be careful. Nikki won't stick her neck out for her lieutenants, but she'll take the chance to rig a fight against you.
That's what it is.
You have found me.
The destructive impulses of those who harvest Azeroth for their own profit never cease to horrify me. But these weapons are like nothing that has come before. All containers of black blood must be overturned and destroyed. Weapons fueled by it crushed and dismantled. Those who wield it against others put down. The people of this city and this world won't be safe until we do.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
Ooh, I wonder what this one will do.
Rowena sniffs out a flame smoldering on her shoulder with a firm pat.
You hail from above.
You've done well, but now we must strike at the heart of where the weapons are assembled.
Do not fear the dark.
Had to be done. We're not finished yet.
Stay sharp. Venture can't change for the better while Nikki's still around.
I worked on her executive package defense matrix. It's almost unbeatable. Almost.
Rowena rubs her palms with dirt, then cracks her knuckles. Now we teach those who toy with black blood nature's wrath. I am eager to call upon the roots twisting through Azeroth. Join me. Unleash nature's fury as we did before. Let us destroy their prized stockpiles of black blood.
What needs fixing?
Nikki's tech is powered by black blood. I know that because I worked on half of it. That also means I have an idea on how we might knock her out of the sky for long enough to take her out. No time for pre-production. We gotta build. Remember our flashy little hoverboard adventure? Ice is nice, huh? I'm thinking of a similar principle. The trash heap ought to have all the salvage we'll need to build this hypothetical thingamajig.
Off you go, then.
We do things different.
Of course the spill became a giant monster. Well, at least you dealt with it. The less black blood they've got to fuel their weapons with, the better.
See you around.
You've got time to yap, then you've got time to smash.
Do what you gotta.
There's only one engineer I know who'll have the smarts to build what we need in time to take down Nikki.
Will that do now?
Hiya.
We've done what we can here. Now we just have to hope it'll be enough. Maybe Gaslow's got a plan. Maybe now we're ready to face down Gallywix. Let's formulate our next steps. I enjoy a bit of formulation from time to time.
Don't break anything I wouldn't.
Rowena dusts her hands off and then gives you an approving nod.
I got you back.
Right, so next steps. We probably gotta meet up with the others, and Pamsy's gotta figure out how we build her thingamajig.
Where you off to? That takes care of Gallywix's black blood stockpile. Now for those enforcers. Let's find Gazlow and,
I hope you don't mind. I brought a few friends. Now, let's finish this. You got a problem? I got solutions.
I got a whole bunch of goblins who want to have a word with management.
We heard Nikki's executive package was giving you trouble, Gaslow. I got something for you.
Never worked with parts like these before. You're putting me on a tight deadline here.
nothing that Bilgewater's finest can't handle.
The trade princes ain't exactly been fair to the goblins here, so this can't be just another cartel war. The crowd...
Die! Die! Die!
The crowd needs to know they ain't fighting for Bilgewater or Steamweedle. They're fighting for Undermine. We need someone who ain't the cartel big shot to help rile 'em up and keep 'em safe. Do whatever it takes to get 'em to the Galagio and show these goblins this is their city.
Oh, it's lonely at the top.
I can't believe my eyes! Undermine is rising up! You pulled it off, Monty!
I didn't do this. The people did.
Yo, big shot. Mug for the...
This city deserves better. Renzik knew it all along. We'll build it once Gallywix gets out of the way.
Our city!
That's right. Let them see that we ain't letting them push us around no more.
There's a lot of cool detail in this part. I don't want to dwell too much on it, but I love that there's a journalist who takes a photo of you. You dismantle like these strike breakers. There's a few goblins that are struggling with tear gas. There's a whole bunch of goblins that are uncertain citizens that you can like talk to get them into it.
They're marching on the Galagio. Do something, Nikki.
Real quick though, I really like Arwena's reaction or interaction right here.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
Despite this place, its people teem with hope and liveliness. These strangers fill me with a fond feeling. Their decor, though. Arwena glances over her shoulder at the fake tree, annoyed. That's so funny that she's just staring at the wooden tree. Alright, let's do this. Viva la revolution! Riot grade rope coil. Tear down this garish statue.
Back up and pull it down!
And the mind belongs to the people.
No more Gallywix! Bring it down!
You're talking to the goblin in charge.
Gallywix doesn't own these streets. We do. After this, he'll never forget it.
All parts accounted for. Bilgewater is on the job.
We got Gallywix backed up against the wall. Seeing Undermine and its people he's kept under his thumb finally rising up. He thinks this fixer will keep him safe. Let's show Gallywix, Nikki, and everyone else that things are different this time. Gazlo looks over the thingamajig. He's just finished jury-rigging. Watch this.
Do us proud.
You invite all these people just to watch you die, Gazlo?
Oh, I've got something for him to watch, all right.
Get rid of them!
You got a problem? I
Got enough for one shot. I really, really hope this works.
Yep, looks like we've got work to do.
My executive package! You! I'll do you like I did to Palrensic! But I was having fun!
I think we accidentally skipped the cinematic, but it's okay because I did it on stream, so I'm just gonna put that part in here. So Gallywix calls for Xal'atath! Gallywix is cornered. Desperate, he calls upon Xal'atath for aid. She appears and looks upon the player. Xal'atath asks for the Dark Heart, which Gallywix doesn't have. Xal'atath denies Gallywix assistance and says she'll enjoy watching him fall to the player and friends. Gallywix has no choice but to flee into his casino. Okay, so something that really stands out to me about the cinematic, and I don't know if it's the wording and that this will be different when we actually see it, but the way that it says Xal'atath asks Gallywix where the Dark Heart is, I was like, wait, does that mean she doesn't have it and the ethereals absconded with it? Or is she just totally poking fun at Gallywix and being like, you weren't gonna give it to me, so my people had to take it from you? Like that sort of thing? And we theorized a lot about this on stream and went probably down a rabbit hole about it because, do you remember Kayaveza in Narrowbar Palace? And my theory, and I even talked about this in my ethereal lore video, was that I don't think she's allied with Xal'atath. People seem to be unclear, right? But I was like, oh my god, what if it's not Shadowguard ethereals who are on Xal'atath's side? What if it's like Kaiveza's group of ethereals who stole the Dark Heart to get it and to hide it from Xal'atath? And a lot of people are speculating that we're going to end up doing some kind of ethereal patch next, like maybe even going to Koresh. And oh my god, what better segue to take us to Koresh than maybe Kaiveza's ethereals hiding out on the ethereal homeworld with the Dark Heart, and Xal'atath is like, I need this. This is mine. So this is like a little bit of a far-fetched theory, and me reading too much into wording from a cinematic. We'll find out sooner than later, I hope, unless it's less clear when we actually get the cinematic. But I'm very curious, like, do you think I'm reading too much into it, or do you think Do you think it has merit? Or do you think Xal'atath was really just poking fun at him and being like, where's the dark heart, Gallywix? So.
We get things done.
Take it all in. We won. Gallywix can squirm away for now, but we took our city from him. Today, Undermine belongs to us.
Oh, it's lonely at the top.
Gallywix is down, but he ain't out. The Galazio is built like a fortress. If we want to keep him from threatening Undermine or Azeroth, we gotta figure out how to get him out of there. Meet me and the other bosses back at the Intercontinental Hotel.
All parts accounted for. What's the holdup?
We took back Undermine from Gallywix's grubby hands. Now we blow the doors off the Galazio and show him once and for all. It's time to do things the Goblin way.
Bilgewater is on the job.
We got the people of Undermine to thank for the opportunity to finally put Gallywix out of business for good. I ain't gonna waste it.
Do us proud.
And that's it. We have finished the...
Cartels are always hiring temp workers to pick up odd jobs. See if you can lend a hand.
whole entire, mostly Undermined storyline on the PTR. Pretty much all we have left is to do the raid and then whatever comes after the raid. But that's it. We have spearheaded and led a revolution at Undermine. We have freed the cartels from Gallywix's tyranny. Now we actually just have to deal with Gallywix once and for all. We also put an end to the Black Blood operation going on here, and in one of the previous storylines, with regards to the Kojimite operation, if you actually go back and you take the rocket drill back to Zuldazar, you'll see that the Bilgewaters and the Zandalari have repaired relations and have set up ethical Kojimite mining again. So we've restored Undermine, and it honestly feels pretty good. Like, I really like this Revolution storyline, and I don't know if I want to go this far, but when I was playing through it the first time, I was thinking about how, even though it's much shorter than, say, Suramar's Revolution storyline, I think something about this, in this moment, spoke to me more. But it's been so long since I've done the Suramar questline, so maybe I would change my mind. I don't know. But anyhow, oh my god, that's it. Undermine is over! Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to tackle the Goblin Heritage playthrough next. And then beyond that, well, no spoilers. So thank you for joining me for this Undermine story playthrough. And I hope to see you in whatever comes next.
My inventory is full.
Will I die all the way here? Over here? I hate this. Excuse me, why are you so far underwater? Death laser stood in the way of Gazlow's death laser? I literally... leave me alone! Where's my pamphlets? Oh, is it because my inventory's full? That... He just vaporized, too! Look at that! He got garroshed! That was extremely rude. Why does it... What am I in combat with? I have no one to blame but myself. Let me talk about lore in peace.